Very, uh, very, very good afternoon to all of you. On behalf of the Textile Association India Mumbai unit, it gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to this webinar, Glimpses of ITMA Asia 2025 Singapore. I heartily welcome the moderator, Dr. GVRS, who has taken the initiative in organizing this webinar. This is the second in his series of webinars on textile exhibitions, the first one being the last Bharat Tex. And we are really thankful to him for this. I'll just give you a brief introduction of Dr. Aras. Dr. Aras holds a master's degree in textile engineering and a post-graduation in marketing management from Mumbai University. He is an alumnus of BJTI Mumbai. Dr. Aras received an honorary doctorate from the prestigious French university École Supérieure Robert de Sorbonne in March 2025. Dr. Aras retired in March 2021 as Director Textile Engineering Group from ATE Group. During his long tenure of 40 years at ATE Group, he was instrumental in bringing many leading European textile machinery manufacturers to the company's fold in textile and technical textile domain. Dr. Aras is a Ministry of Corporate Affairs Certified Independent Director and CRISIL Certified ESG Risk Analyst. He is also an independent director on the board of Rosari Biotech Limited, Indian Card Clothing Limited, the Ruby Mills Limited, Unitop Chemicals Limited, TriStar Intermediates Limited, and Roma Chemicals Limited. Mr. Aras is India advisor to two German companies, ETA Technology Transfer GmbH and APS GmbH. He is also strategic advisor to Yamuna Machine Works Limited, Yamuna Machine Works, India. Dr. Aras is a member of the Board of Student Studies of Textile Engineering Department of leading Engineering Institute BJTI and a member of its advisory group. He is on the editorial board of leading textile magazines, ITJ Indian Textile Journal and JTA Journal of Textile Association. Mr. Aras is a trustee of Textile Association of India Mumbai unit. He regularly writes articles and blogs on contemporary issues related to Indian textile industry, which are very popular amongst readers. In the past, Dr. Aras has been the member of the State Task Force of CIA and FICCI, committee member of TMMA, Indo-Vietnamese Chamber of Commerce, and Bureau of Indian Standards. In the year 2018, Dr. Aras received the Service Gold Medal, the highest service award from the Textile Association India for his contribution to the Indian textile and machinery industry. And I'm very happy to inform you that this year, the honorary FTA, the Fellow of the Textile Association, has been awarded to Dr. Aras. So over to you, Dr. Aras, for leading the webinar. Thank you.
You're on mute, Dr. Aras.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Good evening to everybody. And thank you very much, Mr. Ranjan, for your kind introduction. I'm blessed to be part of your team in Textile Association Mumbai. And first of all, I thank Textile Association Mumbai unit for giving me an opportunity to conduct this webinar on a very important subject of ITMA Asia 2025. As all of you know, the ITMA Asia returned back to Singapore after a gap of nearly 20 years. Because after 2005, almost all the ITMAs were held alongside with CITMA, Chinese local machinery exhibition, at either Shanghai or Beijing. Singapore always has been strategically a very important place. So that the customers from all the Asian countries can easily visit. Plus, it's also a tourist place. So, as expected, this time ITMA Asia received a wonderful response from visitors. Now, before I hand over to the actual speakers, let me quickly give you a highlight of ITMA Asia 2025, which I also visited. First and foremost, this exhibition had about 840 exhibitors from nearly 30 countries. and nearly 70,000 square meters of place it was spread upon. More than 30,000 visitors attended, but interestingly, more than 80% were from China, followed by India. And it was very heartening to see that in spite of the global industry, textile and apparel industry undergoing a lot of stress at present, the response to the exhibition was very good. People were quite hopeful. Even the exhibitors were quite hopeful, which gave me a sense of feeling that probably 2026 might be a better year than 2025 for the global textile industry, including the Indian textile industry. Also heartening was that there are a lot of Indian machinery exhibitors at the exhibition, and all of them have received a tremendous response from the visitors, not only from India, but from other countries also. Now, quickly, I'll just cover as to what was the focus of this ITMA, which I noticed. As expected, most of the focus was on innovations, innovations in the technology, innovations in the machinery. Sustainability has been a great focus of this exhibition, and I could see at most of the places that, especially more on finishing side, that the focus was more on sustainability factor. There was also a lot of innovations which happened in resource optimization, which means the machines have been developed now with low energy consumption, low water consumption, low chemicals consumption, higher productivity, higher speeds as expected. And also recycling and circularity has received a lot of attention. Some of my colleagues will definitely cover it. Whatever points will remain to be covered, I'll cover, because I was amazed at the new developments which have happened in the machinery, where most of the leading companies have used digitization and AI particularly in making the machine smart and intelligent. Majority of the exhibitors were in 3 stalls, that is finishing, spinning, and knitting. And recycling and software applications were seen quite prominently on almost all the pavilions. This time there was one new addition, which I must share with you, to the textile machinery show, which was not earlier, and that was particularly textile composites technologies, which were never part of the ITMA Asia show, which shows that the world is really moving fast towards composites, and new technologies are fast emerging. So in short, this was a very successful exhibition. After the exhibition, I talked with many exhibitors, both Indian as well as global. And a very interesting fact, what they told me was that they didn't come with much of expectations, but the show was really beyond their expectations. And I think this was the sum and substance of this show. Now I'll set the balls rolling for my speakers to now come and cover each and every area or a domain of textile machinery. So first we'll start with spinning. I will introduce the speaker for spinning, my co-panelist, Mr. Lakshmikant Rathi. He is the president of President Sales and Marketing at Indian Card Clothing. Mr. Rathi also has been a long colleague of mine when I was director of ATE. And he has a very deep knowledge on textile machinery, spinning as well as spinning accessories. He has over 33 years of experience in the industry in sales, marketing, and business development. He is very thorough in technical things. He has worked earlier in Century & Co, SKF, AT, and Ideal, all good companies at very key strategic positions. He has postgraduate diploma in business management, which he did after doing his bachelor's degree in textile engineering from Mumbai University from Vijay TAI. So we are very fortunate to have a speaker like Mr. Rathi, who was there at the exhibition and covered the spinning stalls. So I would like to hand it over to Mr. Rathi. Rathi, welcome. It's all yours now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. RS. It's a pleasure to be here with this august gathering and share my observations about the exhibition. In fact, when this opportunity was given to me, I was thinking about what am I going to say, because now with this today's digital media, so everybody is getting an information about what is happening, who is presenting what and all. So many of you must have gone through the happenings with the help of this digital media. And then I said, I just try to analyze and precisely what happened, what Mr. RS is saying. Can you allow me to share the screen, Anil sir?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's allowed. So just give me 1 second. Just begin. Need 1 second. I'm sorry, just give me 1 second to connect.
So before Mr. Rathi, starts, let me use this time in the meanwhile that in today's presentations, we are not only going to cover spinning, weaving, knitting, processing only in the mainstreams, but we are also going to cover developments in recycling, also in non-wovens, also in new technologies which people have seen there. So actually, it will be a quite complete presentation, and it will be great. There will be great takeaways for all of you today. So Rathi, please.
Yes, yeah. So as Dr. RS said, what was new, and even I tried to figure out what exactly it was, and I tried to summarize in one simple slide. Whatever probably it covers what Dr. RS has been saying is the entire development. What we could see during this exhibition was focus on the smarter solution, the faster solutions, and the greener solutions. When I'm talking about smarter, because the entire emphasis was how do we effectively utilize the machines by interlinking the machines, by digitalization, and use of various IoT platforms so that you get data online wherever you are. And based on those data, you will be able to manage your factories. So that was one key, and most of the machinery manufacturers, they had a fantastic or wonderful solutions for it. Second one, what I liked about is the speed and the productivity of the machines. So wherever we are visiting, whether it's a blow room, carding, draw frame, ring frame, winding machine, the thrust was on how do we increase the productivity of each and every machine so that it helps to increase the productivity, reduce the space requirement, reduce the energy consumption. And another very important thing was on the recycling or the greener resources. How do we recycle whatever the waste we are having it? Because as textile, while we produce a fancy clothing, we are also generating a lot of waste. And there are quite a large number of technologies now how we are able to process them very effectively by way of either mechanical or chemical treatments. So these are few very important things. I'll just talk about something on the carding machine. All the major manufacturers, global major manufacturers were at the stall. They had displayed the machines. Fantastic machine with I'll say a word called fiber engagement. These machines had a more carding area so that the fibers are exposed to more area. That means better carding or higher productivity. For example, now we used to have a standard 1 meter card. Now everybody has either 1.3 meter card or 1.4 meter card or 1.5 meter card. And these are working with high production of above 100 kilo, which is now becoming more or less standard now. Along with this, there was another important thing for the yarn realization. So yarn realization, when I'm talking on carding machine or the fiber realization, is how effectively you can remove the waste without losing the good fibers. And a few years before, it was something I can call it as a dream. But now the new machines are really equipped inside with very efficient cameras to check what's the content of good fibers going to the waste. And thanks to the new era of AI and digital processing of the signals, so these cameras are then passing on the signals to the moat knives or the waste suction points, and with motorized precise control, these are adjusted. So in short, by and large, the experience what all the machinery suppliers have given is that with this type of system, they are able to save almost 0.5% to 1% of the good fibers going to the waste. I think that's very good, and that's now, so we see that this working practically in the industry. As I said, production rate. Another very important thing what we have noticed is that the companies like Truschler or Lakshmi, they also develop some precision flat gauge setting system. So instead of making this manual adjustment, which is again depending on the operator, its individual skills of those operator, now the machines has a sensors inside, and the settings are getting adjusted automatically. The major advantage with this, what I find is that with this precise setting, we are able to go more closer. And when we go more closer, we have more intensive carding action and definitely a better sliver. And of course, the power saving, because the machines are high speed, using a very high quality motors. Many of the drives are inverter drives. So power saving has been a theme where the companies, the machinery manufacturer, they have been saying a saving of maybe 10% or even up to 15%. Along with this machine development, there was a very peculiar display on the fiber traceability. I think when we go for a higher production and higher quality, we also need to have a traceability. For if we have some defects or problems in the yarn, we need to know from where the fault is coming, so that can we track for the carding machine from where this particular yarns are coming. So most of these machinery makers, they had a display on the display practically where the cans. There has been a can management where these cans are guided with on a digital platform, and the cans are moving from certain fixed carding machine to a drop frame and then to a certain simplex and ring frame. So there's absolutely clear traceability of the route from where the material is coming. And companies like Truschler and Ritter, they have developed fantastic automatic can transportation, because in spinning now, auto doffing, link owner, auto transportation, available with everybody. Every company is working with this. But the new development, when we look at, everybody had a focus on how do we have an automatic transportation of the cans. For example, Truschler, they displayed T-can movement where the individual can is having a sensing device and the motor and battery support. So the can itself moves with the help of some magnetic bars on the floor, and it will go to a subsequent machine. So Or similarly, Reader also has a similar where there is a trolley system which holds the can and takes it to the next machine. So I like this concept, and whatever we used to think few years before, it looks like everything is coming to a reality. We were told that these are practically working in some of the units in China, and they are very happy with this working, and also some other part of the world. Yeah. So this was quite an interesting development. We could see it. The second important thing was on the how do we shorten the process. Typically, we are longer processes. Of course, we can't change the basic nature of a spinning industry, but for certain application, for example, coarse cotton, open-end line, most of these companies like Tussler or Saurer, they have integrated draw frame machines. That is a drafting system which is attached to the carding machine, whereby we are removing the conventional breaker draw frame or finisher draw frame, whatever we put it inside. So that means less number of material in the process. That means less number of manpower required to move the material from one machine to another. Machine power consumption and all other efficiency related things are avoided. So, and this is now a very successful thing, especially when it comes to the open-end yarn manufacturing is concerned. So to me, it looks, I mean, to me, it's really a very good development where we are shortening our processes. On the ring frame, but surprisingly, few years before we were talking 1,400 spindles per machine, where LMW had showcased this machine with 65 millimeter gauge as compared to standard 70 or 68.4 millimeter gauge. And with these, they are going up to 2,400 spindles. That means it's approximately 8% less space requirement, and the speeds are going as high as 28,000 RPM practically. So yeah, and to support this now, as I said, there's another thing which has been displayed, but this time we could see practically very efficient working of the auto piecing device. The way it's successful on the winding machine, it has been working on the ring frame machine. So I can say, I mean, so these are some of the dream coming true technologies. Few years before when we saw we thought that probably it's just a thought and it may not be successful, but now we can see that it has taken a real shape in development of this auto piecing device. So that's quite interesting for us. And of course, on the winding machine, everybody had a link owner, very efficient energy, low energy consumption link owner. One thing, some of the machinery manufacturers, they displayed that many of the critical parts used in the machine, they are manufactured with recycled material. I mean, we may question what it matters to an end user like a spinner, but I think yes, I mean, environment is important for everybody, every individual. The environment is important, and our machine manufacturers are taking that interest on sustainability, where they have recycled the steel waste, and they have produced very critical components like that comes from this waste. So that was another thing. And new machines are equipped with very high energy efficient converter, where power losses are reduced, the air consumption is reduced, and overall there is a saving as far as manufacturing is concerned. Some of the link owners now, they are going up to 60 drums per machine. So that's normally we used to have 40, 42 or maximum 46. Now up to 60 drums also they are available. Quite interesting. This Murata has been successful in India. As far as the air jet spinning is concerned, there are quite a huge number of installation. They have it. But we see that now the application of this air jet spinning is going up. There has been a lot of refinement in the air jet rotors, and these machines are now capable of working with 100% viscose blend, cotton polyester blends, polyester, a wide range from medium counts even to finer counts also. And both Murata, Ritter, and Saurer, both of them, they had a display of this machine at the exhibition. I mean, it's I don't want to elaborate it more, but then definitely with this air jet spinning, we are abolishing a huge process from simplex. So we are avoiding simplex, ring frame, and the winding machine. So the cost of production definitely comes down. And some of the practical results were amazing. They in certain application of polyester cotton blends, they said that the efficiency on the looms are also increasing because of this process, which is quite interesting for us to see. And the rotor speed is, yes, of course, above 1 lakh RPM. That's another very important point to be noted. Another important, as Dr. RS was talking about, is automation, where we have been talking so far on individual machine, but there's a lot also on the packing, where some of the Indian companies as well as the international companies, they have displayed the auto packing system and auto palleting system. Again, here we have adopted up to a link owner, we have adopted most of the technologies, but now auto packing is one of the fastest adoption is happening in the auto packing area because of the availability and other of labor is concerned. And not only a normal, but even palletizing also is being done on this type of machine, auto place. So this is taking care of checking, UV checking or other parameters, automatic weighing, automatic packing, and then palletizing of this. So I'll skip this and go to another important thing on the digitalization, that is a mill management system. So far, we have been seeing that our machines are working as in an isolated way. For example, the carding machine is independent, or the draw frame is independent of each other, and there is no integration of this. There were some added softwares by installing some encoders, taking the data of the machine with respect to the production, with respect to energy consumption and all, and then somebody else is analyzing and putting it. But that was quite an difficult task to implement, and very few people could implement those type of thing. But now most of the good manufacturers like Lakshmi or Ritter, they have developed their own integration softwares, where they are taking the data from their own PLCs by way of IoT, and they are analyzing the data. They are checked, and this data can be checked the way you want it, with respect to your productivity, with respect to the breakage rate or waste percentage, realization, whatever the way you want it, you just have it. The important thing is this technology will enable our entrepreneurs to have good controls over the processes, to get a fair or a real picture and online picture of the overall working parameters and take necessary action wherever is required. For example, if there's an increase in the power consumption in one of the section, immediately you can take a corrective action. So this is what I really appreciate is that the machinery makers that themselves are now giving this data, analyzing the data, and giving you a full ready-made platform instead of a piecemeal arrangement. Yeah. So that was one of the best thing I liked about. And the last slide I would say on the development is of the recycling. This is subject which is very close to my heart also, and we have been working a lot in this sector. With the recycling, we had both the two types of recycling. The one of the thing is whatever the waste we are getting it. So there are opening lines where we are, or the garnet lines where we are opening taking out the fibers. And those fibers are then processed on a standard carding machine, and then we make either open-end yarn or we use it for the non-wovens, particularly with the needle punching or even the thermo bonding application. More the waste we have, the more the opportunities also if we look at. And why I'm saying this is in a spinning, particularly, our major cost is, of course, the capital cost and also the running cost. Because the raw material is expensive, the yarn is quite expensive. But this recycling business, really, the raw material cost is, or the running cost is very, very minimum. And there are many applications of this recycled fabric by way of adequate coating technologies. If we add to this, everybody knows that yes, Panipat is very important market, and I'm presently sitting in Panipat, so I can say. But I also say when we travel across the globe, I think the recycling business is growing up substantially, including Europe and Turkey and many other countries. And I think there's definitely a need or opportunity for us also to invest on the value addition. That's after needle punching or thermo bonding, making a final product instead of just making a yarn, open-end yarn. Few more things which we observed is in recycling is how do we dissolve the short fibers, because short fibers processing on ring frame is not possible. It will never be possible because of the high naps and other thing. So there are technologies now available where these fibers are dissolved, and now we are regenerating this from the cotton, just like the way we make the viscose fiber. And so these are called the synthetic cellulose fibers, which has a consistent length as well as the complete cotton characteristics. So this is quite a big game changer, which is coming into reality about chemical recycling of the fibers. So these are few things which really fascinated me during this exhibition, apart from the overwhelming response from all the industry experts, the spinners, the weavers, the processors, and the machinery manufacturers at Singapore. Yeah. So that's in brief, in 10 minutes, whatever I could capture it, but I'll be available for open discussion, question, answers.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rathi, for giving the glimpses of what was new at ITMA Asia. Now, after spinning, we will move forward to the fabric forming, which means weaving, knitting, non-wovens. So here also we have a very knowledgeable and experienced person as a speaker and a panelist, Mr. Naveen Agarwal. Let me quickly introduce Mr. Naveen Agarwal. Again, Naveen has been my colleague in AT for a long time. Mr. Naveen Agarwal has done his diploma in textile manufacturing from Government Polytechnic Solapur, and thereafter he did his BTech from VJTI in 1992. He has more than 14 years experience in Voltas alone in sales and service. During that, he handled independently the branch offices of Kolhapur and Ludhiana, which he established for the company. Mr. Agarwal has worked after Voltas in Benningar, India, handling the sales of war preparation machinery. And since 2009, he has been working in ATE after the Benninger takeover of Kalmayer by Kalmayer, and he has been business head for weaving preparation and non-wovens. At present, he is the vice president and business head for fabric forming in ATE. He is joint honorary secretary of Textile Association of India, Mumbai unit. So we are very fortunate to have a very knowledgeable person on fabric forming. Rather, most of his career has been spent in this domain. So we welcome Mr. Naveen Agarwal to this webinar, and it all yours, Naveen, now.
Thank you, Dr. Aras. It's always nice to, sometimes difficult to tell you Dr. Aras because we are used to calling you as a Mr. Aras. So it's an honor to call you as a Dr. Aras. First of all, I thanks Textile Association of India Mumbai unit to consider me as one of the speaker. Of course, this is my very favorite subject and my line of work, weaving, knitting, and non-woven. Of course, mainly weaving, knitting, and since I'm handling the non-woven, I covered that. Very rightly covered by Mr. Dr. Aras about on his view for the ITMA, and carried forward by Lakshmikant Rathi, my classmate. Well explained about the spinning and the development in spinning. Like everyone try to, atomize the things wherever we can try to do with the labor, less labor, sustainable business. These are only the keywords and the key factors being well established and showcased during the exhibition nowadays. Also including, you can say, during the ITMA. Some detail about ITMA Asia, they concluded. I think this year they could witness 26,000 plus visitors, all around 109 countries.
Naveen, you can skip this. You can skip this because I already mentioned about it. So you can.
Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. Okay. What you said and what we observed is that it's a global showcase. New market trends we have seen, and main focus on the Asian growth. I will cover, as I said, weaving, knitting, technical textile, and non-woven. And the core innovations are high performance, digital transformation, sustainability, and circularity, which already I think in spinning Mr. Rathi has covered. AT was well present with our principles. Almost we have many principles from almost all the field: spinning, synthetic spinning, knitting, processing, carpet, non-woven, inspection, humidifications, and the accessory segment. So we were quite a big team available to witness and to handle our Indian customers. So let's move to the weaving machines innovation. What really the weaving industry has done, the spinners have already made some big challenge and come up with a lot of good quality yarn and recycled yarn. It's all come on the weaving and knitting. When we talk about the war preparation, where I belongs to originally and my long era of the experience here, what Kalmayer did new in the direct warping is that so-called hydraulic, pressure and all. Instead of that, they developed something with electronics. So now no more the the maintenance issues and all. So of course they have not shown any machines, but these were the things they have developed. In sizing, they tried to patented a cascade system of steam, where the condensate of steam being recycled for the final dryer, and you save 7% of your steam when you use on the sizing machine. So these are the few development we have seen in the VAP preparation. In the preparation side from Stobly, they come with many drawing in machine, knotting machine, tying machines and all with a lot of advanced technology and with the less handling of the human in principle coming. A new era of jacquard machine being also showcased by them, which is the need of the on the air jet and rapier loom. And they are very predominant in developing something new for the high-speed machines. Almost, if we say the Dobbies, which can run more than 1,200 speed, and also various machines that probably very strongly, they have strong presence in India and worldwide. So those things basically we have seen. If we talk truly about the weaving machines, then we have seen Toyota come with a machine focusing on 2,000 beats per minute or RPM speed. That's not a small speed for particularly running filament and all. Today, you consider space occupied by your loom, any traditional loom, conventional loom, or the low speed loom. You give equal amount of energy or the power to it. You require a labor, you require a space, you require maintenance. Imagine in the same place, if you are producing a fabric with a 2,000 beats per minute, this means almost you are getting 4 times more production into the same. And of course, every airjet weaver, airjet loom people, they are trying to work on the how the energy can be saved, how the air can be saved on their machine. And this is the challenges coming, and these challenges are coming through. There is also one good reason, as explained by Mr. Rathi, that today the yarn quality is become much superior. Whether you call it as a compact yarn, whether even you call it as a recycled yarn, whether you call it foamed or cotton, carded, I think every yarn can be very well woven on very high speed, and the situations and the overall atmospheres are good. We have seen the big trend of water jet looms, which is particularly for Surat market or filament market. Last year, 2024, I think we have seen more than 20,000 weaving machines being imported. This year, again, equally the same number. In case of water jet looms, they are producing a variety of fabric, and those are particularly mainly these are from Chinese, some extent from the Sudokoma, but mainly the market is flooded with Chinese. Sudokoma came with TAI looms with a smart ecology theme. And of course, they have a high-speed machine with a beating cam system. So not much, but the speed is the main criteria and energy saving is the main. When we talk about Picanol, that's from the one of the strongest player from Belgium, Europe. They have done quite good development in their machine. Almost, if you say 1.5 kilowatt per weaving machine, from typically 7.5 kilowatt or 5.5 kilowatt, if you have 20% of saving, those are the things we are really looking into it. And of course, the speed and all, these are the main important thing. With digitalization of machine integrating to your SAP system, integrating to your ERP system, you get on time all the machine data. These are all important things we are seeing nowadays in the weaving sector. ITMA, the another strong player in rapier and some extent also into airjet. They have also shown a machine which can be variety of the running of yarn on rapier loom up to 5.4 meter. They could able to show for technical textile. In the last point, selvage waste reduction, they are having eye saver. If really somebody want to do it mainly for shooting or some very specialized fabric, you have a great saving of wastage of your true good quality yarn with eye saver. So these are the things somehow we have seen from the there. From Toyota, it is of course the e-shading is getting more popular and proven. Vandeville, quite prominent in carpet, particularly carpet weaving sector, a strong presence in also India market. along with bonus jacquard and many other knotting and the accessories they have shown. So it was also that one window solution to many things they could be able to project during the exhibition. Weaving, maybe there could be some more things being done, but basic was the increasing speed, reducing the the energy. When we talk about knitting machines, that's another area where the strong growths are happening in India market. Let's start with the warp knitting. That's again the growing market in India for activewear, sportswear, elastic wear and all. Kalmar, the strong supplier in India market. They shown the 2-bar machines which are running at 3,800 speed with almost 25% lycra, so that all the swimwear, activewear, sportswear, and the athleisure wear, those things can be very well done on the machine. And another 2 or 4-bar EL machine they have shown, so that any design can be quickly be changed with EL mechanism, electronic selection, pattern selection mechanism. And of course, the lot of samples with Rasheltronic, Textronic, with the different designs and all that Kalmar showcase there. The world is moving towards also the fitness and the active wears, and those all things very well shown by Kalmar. In technical textile, Kalmar demonstrated the non-crimp fabrics and construction, and all their machines are fully sustainable and quite efficient. They have also shown the one more new development, which just I would like to bring to your attention here. Warp knitted industry, Kalmar has developed one warp knitting machine, Webtronic 2 RSR. This machine is mainly to knit the hollow fiber. The fabric made on hollow fiber can be used for the filtration of, truly used for the breweries, ink, ultra pure water treatment, or the blood, or for dialysis purpose and for blood purification purpose. And these are, I think, we saw many Indian customer came. There was one application instrument was also available. The end product was also available, and many customers shown the interest that can we get into such thing where there is only 3M in the world, they are making such things. So these are some new things are coming. Apart from that, geogrids, geoplasters, roofing textiles and all, these are all from technical textile and warp knitting we have seen. When we talk about flat knitting machine, predominant player, very strong, Shimasaki, having also good population in India. They have shown their computerized knitting machines with 3D shaping and with the new sinker system, so that it can manipulate many good technology together. Whole garment, of course, that's come from the, like seamless garment comes, like also comes from the flat knitting. And the flat knitting never, been termed as a production machine or high productive machine, because it always been termed as a how much meter travels per minute or per second. So they increase the speed by 25% so that the garments can make at a very faster rate. And of course, everything digitalized, their showroom or the design center, so that you can quickly make the design and replicate on the machine. And these are the truly good development from the Shimasaki as far as the flat knitting. The another aspect is circular knitting, which is dominated market in India. Every year, close to 2,000 machines are getting imported. Mainly, nobody makes in India. Of course, we are highly dependent on China, Taiwan, Korea, Singapore, and the European country or Japanese country. So Unitex, where we also represent them, they shown the ultra fine gauge also for the activewear sportswear with automatic or smart take-up, so that you no need labor to, every time the machine wait for labor to come and drop the full roll. This can be automatically done. And today they took the big delegation of Indian customer to Ramatex in Taiwan. where they could show the automated mill, where the knitting mill, where the material movements are done with AGV, RGV, and those things are now the big demand started coming also from the India market. Myrency, of course, they are very strong in knitting also there. So they have also come with the electronic single needle selection, reduced cylinder height, some low energy consumption equipments and all they have shown. And the high speed machine, they came with the D4 4.4, which can produce 600 kgs per day. That's a high production. Otherwise, general machines, they always give 300 to 350 kg per day. Pylon, known for also in India market, known for activewear, sportswear, or for filament with AI integration and all. They had a big booth, showcased many machines with ultra fine gauge, then integrated AI-driven solution to detect the defects, automatic calibration and all, and real-time monitoring of production house and all, so that you get fabric with a very less defects. So that's how. And the Santoni, known for the seamless, they could also able to show the machine which 3D software and full garment can be made on the circular. And this is the big developments happening in circular knitting machine. Except I can say the speed, because speed cannot go very high except you have a short needle movements and all. But the population of such machines are increasing in India market. In terms of AI in knitting, I think what we have seen that the companies like SmartTech, then Count AI from India, we should have proud to be a Coimbatore-based company or Tirupur-based company that developed Count AI online real-time fabric inspection system on circular knitting machine very successfully. They have taken trial. SmartTech, again, they are from outside India, but they are also making some market. So those things are increasing because fault-free fabrics are required. Low carbon manufacturing things, particularly there, how we can do cylinders with ceramics, innovative energy saving needles. They are coming with those things and integrated AI and sustainability. Industry 4, Factory 4 movements are more being seen with AGVs and SGVs, RGVs. Things are getting very popular also in the knitting sector. It's a large sector, large units, and people are looking for the volume now. At the last, some details we could capture on non-woven machines, basically. That's also a market for India. Trusler, very predominant in non-woven, particularly for spunless. That's we call hydro entanglement. We have quite good number of installation in India. They are using carded pulp line also, and also with a viscose. Then needle punch, they have tied up with technology to offer the needling and the complete solution from Trusler technology together. That's for all automotive industry and needle punch line. Then they have a solution with air through bonding, and also they have a solution for the spunless. The new age cross lapper carding system also with a uniform web formation and all being shown by the non-woven, and main the converting and all. These are the main products being shown as far as the non-woven is concerned, because that's equally getting more popular after COVID. The use of non-woven product, use of non-woven articles in medical, we have used for the mask and other application. That's the area is increasing. Hendrix, Delo, they have also equally shown their technology, which quite prominent in energy saving and using the multiple and fibers and all. So those were the things also been showcased in terms of non-woven technology. I'm not reading every sentence because more or less every machine manufacturer try to improvise the working performance, try to improvise on energy saving and sustainability with a high production, so that one machine should take care from 40 GSM up to 400 GSM together, like Trusler have developed something. Conclusion is that the smart and sustainable technology, that's one area. Innovation in textile technology in all aspects. Future industry trends with AI, automation, circular economy, recycled and all. And educational insight that you get real-time data for everything, and the good learning for students to take up something new and more. At the end, AT at a glance, we are into textile, plus also we are into wastewater, intelligence, cooling and all. That's all from my side, compiling data together. Whatever I could see, I could gather on the field of weaving, knitting, and of course on the non-one. Thanks all for listening. I'm available for any of your questions, whatever I have seen, I have experienced, I have collected, I have presented in front of. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Naveen, for covering the highlights of fabric forming in a very short time. It's a difficult task, I know, but you have done it well, like Mr. Rathi. So let me move forward. Before that, for the audience participants, whatever questions you have, kindly put them in the chat box so that at the end of the session, we will take them one by one. Now, I have a pleasure in inviting Dr. Ashok Atle, who is an expert in processing, to cover the textile processing. In fact, this time there was a lot in textile processing. I was very impressed, and I'm pretty sure that a person like Dr. Atle, we have got as a panelist, is very knowledgeable and experienced. Let me quickly introduce Dr. Ashok Atle. Dr. Ashok Atle is PhD Tech in Textile Chemistry from UDCT, which is now known as ICT. He is a fellow of Society of Dyers and Colorists and also fellow of the Indian Chemical Society. Dr. Atle has over 26 years of industrial experience in technical service for application of dyes and chemicals. Plus, he has also research and academic experience at ICT now. He has guided over 15 master's degree and 9 PhD degree students. He has published 150 research papers and articles and authored 5 books. So we have a very knowledgeable person like Dr. Atle as our panelist. So thank you very much, Dr. Atle. It's now all yours.
Namaste. Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Can you see the presentation? Is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So let me first thank the Textile Association of India and Dr. Aras for giving me this opportunity to participate and share the observations and the journey of the ITMA. And I'm also thankful to the Institute of Limited Technology, ITMA Mumbai, for allowing me and other faculty members to attend this session. And as I visited on behalf of an academic institute, I shall share the observations and the interactions with some receivers, but without specifying the organization's names and their products.
Dr. Atle, can you speak a little loudly so that it will be more clear, because the voice is not very clear.
So, as I visited on behalf of an academic institute, I shall share the observations and the findings without specifying any particular organization's name or a product. So I would like to promote any particular product or organization, but impressions that we carried from my exhibition, so that I will try. Am I audible? Is it okay now?
Sir, you have to speak a bit loudly.
I have a suggestion. Maybe you can come closer to the microphone if you have one.
Yeah. I think that is better. Take the microphone closer.
Yeah. Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes. Yes.
Thanks. So basically, this ITMA, I'm just changing this slide. Can you see the next slide?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, this ITMA focused on various textile segments, right from the intimate wear to the functional textile, that is the technical textile, and the processing related part the colorants, the chemicals, and the processing related equipment or machines which were covered in this exhibition. So what I will do is I will simply go through the advancements and the innovative technologies which were displayed during this exhibition. And as I understand, the this concept was sustainability, automation, and digitalization, which we normally call as CAD. So it is a good path that is in sustainable production, automation involved in the production, and to make the product more faster, more economical, and less effluent or less impacting the environment. So how to reduce the cycle time, the reduction in water, reduction in energy, reduction in the colorants, chemicals, and ultimate impact on the environment. So circularity and the recycling of these chemicals, colorants, and the waste material. That was also one of the major themes of some of these chemical manufacturers in this exhibition. And many machinery, colorant, and chemical exhibitors emphasize their products' input-output analysis regarding the optimum utilization and ultimately the minimal wastage or discharge. Productivity enhancement, ease of manufacturing, reduction in effluent water, and thereby effluent discharge. The emphasis was on the various concepts related to the gate to gate, cradle to gate, and cradle to cradle. Now, in terms of advancement, the processing related advancements were in terms of substrates. So renewable and sources and the alternate fibers, how these different fibers, the conventional man-made fibers or the regenerated fibers and the natural fibers or the plant and animal waste fibers. Other than that, the alternate fibers like the elephant grass, the hemp, banana, etc. So the colorants and chemicals for the processing of these type of substrate, that was also there. Then from the machinery point of view, the emphasis was on reducing the amount of water. So, and even the waterless processing. Some exhibitors also exhibited their supercritical fluid carbon dioxide method of process. From the dyestuff manufacturer's point of view, the focus was on the biocolorants and dyestuff for the multifunctional effects. One innovation was in terms of hobos, that is one bath, one step coloration of the polyester cotton or polyester viscose, even at low temperature and under ultra low liquor ratio machine application. So the exhaust dye of polyester cotton in a single bath without post processing, the number of watt bath, the reduction theory, so that is avoided. So that was one very interesting concept. And another concept was in terms of printing. In that, reactive printing without wash off. So that was very, really interesting and very compact machine. So vertical printing, that is digital printing by vertical process. So it can be done on both sides or on single side or one side of the fabric, followed by a small steamer, and without washing, after steaming, there is a finishing. So it's a very small compact machine and it can be considered as the point of sale machine without any washing off. So really the colorants which were used, so of course the details were not provided because it was claimed that this is a patented technology, but this was something interesting. Then from the digital printing point of view, many exhibitors showcase their technologies for very high and fast speed digital printing. So single pass digital printing. Then another very interesting thing was the printing of any by digital process and the pigment printing by digital process. And here also the concept was drop on drop pigment printing. That means the fabric is pre-coated by digitization. The ink is also jetted on the pre-coated simultaneously. The pre-coating and the ink jetting is done, and immediately there is a a small curing. So we probably the binder system which is used is a low temperature curing binder, and it had a spraying technology concept for the finishing. So that this also was a very short and a very compact machine. And probably the idea is for a point of sale type of production. So the consumer or the customer can give order, and the processor can immediately print the fabric, ready to print fabric, and then it can be dispatched or it can be cut. Another very interesting observation or machine was the denim printing. So the conventional denim manufacturing, as we all know, is a very long process, and it involves many steps and huge consumption of water and energy, like the yarn dyeing or the slasher dyeing, followed by weaving and then washing off, sizing, resizing, and then the fading, different types of fading effects are generated or wash down effects are generated. So instead of these, the fabric is digitally printed as per the size and shape of the wearer, and the effect of the ink and the effect of the wash off is created only by the digitization or digital printing method. And then laser cutting, and the fabric garment can be stitched and it is ready to use. So this type of innovative concepts were showcased by the digital printing machinery manufacturing. From the chemical manufacturers and suppliers, the concepts like the dendrimers, micro encapsulate, and the focus was on the improvement in the fastness property. Because nowadays the fastness requirements are becoming stringent and stringent. And one of the exhibitor even had a do-it yourself type of thing. So where the rough fastness, the fastness related to the water repellency, the fastness related to the anti-static or the static charge generation. This was showcased in such a way that the visitors can actually do it and observe the improvement or the change. From the processing point of view, the machinery manufacturers, the combined steps of the scouring, dyeing, finishing done together. So the modification was in collaboration with the dyes and chemical manufacturers, and how the number of steps can be reduced, and the ultimate effect in terms of the end use product is still achieved or maintained. And some exhibitors focus on the statutory norms, the reduction in water, reduction in effluent, and the effluent and the emission reduction control. So basically, the emphasis was on sustainability in terms of ozone bleaching. So one exhibitor focused on the advantages and the benefits of the ozone treatment for the post-dyed material or post-printed material fading effect. And this was coupled with the nanobubble technology, NB2. So with ultra low liquor ratio, the amount water is injected with micro bubble or nano bubble. So the ultimate amount of the moisture or water content gets reduced. And the effect chemical is also incorporated in these nano bubbles. So this concept of nano bubble technology or the nebulization was also highlighted. Then the other innovations like the laser, infrared, microwave, ultrasound, and then the air dye technology and the digital finishing. This was also another very interesting concept. Like digital printing, the finishing is also done by this digital process so that the consumer or the wearer can have different finishing effects or different effect as per the garment's requirement. So the part of the garment which is going to be in touch with the human skin can have different fastness, maybe a softener, and the part which is may not be directly in contact with the skin may have a different type of finishing, like probably a repellent finish. So the digital finishing and then this salt-free dyes. So also exhibited by one or two dye stuff manufacturers. the reactive dyes, which are probably based on some cationic modification. But though the general information was given, but the specific details of the product were not was not mentioned. So I will just conclude because then we'll have more time for the question and answer. So the takeaway from this ITMA history, I think, is in terms of fast fashion, that is keeping pace with the changing consumer requirements, how quickly we can adopt to the consumer requirements and can meet the end use expectations. Then from the quality consistency to differentiation of the product, then timely delivery so that not create the opportunity and which can relate in business law. Smart service providing effective and comprehensive solution to the end user. Utility saving in terms of the water, energy, time, and human resource conservation, and the sustainable growth to ensure all social and the eco-conformance requirements. I hope I have not taken more time. So I will stop.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Atle, for a very, very detailed. You have covered it very nicely because there's a lot of, innovations in processing. It was a difficult task for you actually to cover, but you have highlighted very well. Now, what I'll do, I think all the three speakers have very well covered areas. Certain areas which I noticed which are missed in their presentations, probably I would like to add. Some of the really key innovations which I noticed, Dr. Atle has actually talked about, overall process innovations, but I'll talk about the companies which have, exhibited some really new innovations. So I made some notes. I'll just quickly read them. There are two companies called MS Printing Solution and JK Group. These companies have showcased fully integrated waterless pigment printing system, which minimizes the water, chemicals, and energy. There's a lot of developments happening on finishing side. I was amazed with the progress of technology which is done by Taiwan, especially in polyester and man-made fiber finishing. And some of these companies, one major breakthrough innovation which I noticed was that there's a company called ITMA dyeing machines from Taiwan. It has introduced a dyeing machine which a liquor ratio of 1:2 to 2.5. Very, very low liquor ratio. And what they have done, instead of a conventional dyeing machine, they have introduced a conveyor-based dyeing machine. So it uses very less water. And I think this is probably such a low liquor ratio I have seen for the first time. Flexibility is also there. You can run cotton, you can run polyester, you can run different kinds of knits also. So this was one I thought really was a remarkable innovation. As far as recycling is concerned, as most of you know, textile waste, especially the post-consumer textile waste, are very difficult to sort. So I could see a machine from a Belgium company called Valwan, which has used AI for sorting out the textile waste with respect to the colors, with respect to different fibers. So based on AI, the garments, the recyclable garments are absolutely segregated. They go to different bins. So subsequently, to recycle them becomes very easy. I think this is a major breakthrough everybody was waiting for. Another one I could find out was, 1 minute. There were so many innovations. I tried to note as many as possible, but it was impossible to cover everywhere. I think Mr. Naveen Agarwal has already covered. I also noticed the same, that Pailung has introduced a circular knitting machines, which can be very easily integrated to a smart factory. Digitization and AI based machine. I also noticed that use of maximum greener chemicals now, which Dr. Atle has already covered. There was one more interesting thing from a company called Asia Kingdom. It's a smart fabric protection or digital protect technology. It maintains the premium material stability by automatically controlling the fabric tension and pressure during the dyeing process. I think this was something which was really new. Again, use of AI. As far as spinning is concerned, I could see on Marzoli stall, Marzoli has introduced something called refiber technology, which is a patented process to handle the regenerative 100% recyclable fibers. The entire process you can spin the recyclable fibers throughout the process from blow room to ring spinning. So this was something new which I saw. Now I'll quickly in the next 5 minutes try to cover what the three speakers have highlighted. Only major points which I think are key takeaways for all of us. So first, in spinning, what Mr. Rathi has covered was he saw that in carding, mostly, now there are wider width cards with large surface area for carding. The focus is fiber saving, traceability, and precision settings. Again, a lot of use of automation in transportation. Longer ring frames up to 2400 spindles at high speed of 28,000 RPM, energy efficient spindles. Auto piecing, winding with low energy consumption, air jet spinning with now possibility of wider fibers to be spun. Then automatic packing he has highlighted. Digitization or digital platforms for the mill management system, and fiber recycling he has covered. Now, Mr. Naveen Agarwal in fabric forming has mostly touched upon. He says the focus was on high performance and digital transformation of the processes. He mentioned about the developments of warp preparation also from Kalmar, Warp Direct, and ProSize. The new jacquard from Stobly and warp tying machine. Then airjet, he said now the speeds up to 2000 RPM are possible on Toyota machine with a lot of energy saving. Water recycling in water jet machines. Smart Terry jet loom from Sodocoma. And a lot of use of digital tools on the looms in Pecanol. A 450 centimeter wider technical textile fabric possible now on ITMA machine. Warp knitting, particularly on Kalmar, up to 25% Lycra usage is possible. So it's a great opportunity for sportswear and activewear manufacturers. Then technical textile machine also to knit hollow fibers, he said, which is something very new, which can be used for filtration, water treatment, and also dialysis. I think this is very interesting innovation. 3D computerized flat knitting machine where you can make complete garment, seamless whole garment from Shimasaki. Circular knitting also, he has said that mostly these machines are very smart machines now. New jacquards and possibility of usage of spandex for jerseys. That means activewear and possibility of knitting activewear and sportswear fabrics on circular knitting machines. Then Mr. Agarwal also covered about the usage of wider usage of AI by companies like SmartX and Smart Count AI, which is an Indian company on circular knitting machines, where one can do online inspection of the fabric. And non-wovens, of course, there are a lot of new technologies, particularly needling technologies from Dilo and Technology. As far as processing was concerned, Dr. Atle has covered, I think mainly he has focused on, his focus was on reduction in cycle time, water, energy, dyes, chemicals, effluent load, and reduction of production costs. This was the focus of the development, machine developments. Then I think there were a lot of smart digital printing machines this time. The biggest stalls were of digital printing area. And a lot of innovations happen in digital printing. I think it is picking up very fast. And I think in next few years, it will slowly or gradually replace the conventional rotary printing. He has already talked about the smart digital printing machine And it's now possible for denim printing on digital machines where the effect of washout can be done by digitally. This is very interesting. It can reduce the long process of slasher dyeing. And there was a emphasis, most of the machine development, there was emphasis on sustainability through ozone bleaching, use of laser and infrared, use of nanobubbles, nebulization, capsulization, waterless drying, digital finishing, and salt-free dyeing. So this was the overall summary of what all the three speakers have covered. Now we will go to the question answers. I think it will be a very difficult task for me to handle question answer because there are about 40 responses which have come, which shows how much interest the audience has in knowing more and more than what the speakers have already covered. So I'll do one thing. Some of the speakers, some of the people have asked multiple questions. I would like to try to combine them together. And then I request Mr. Rathi, Mr. Agarwal, and Dr. Atle to be brief in responding. Naveen, there is a question from Shailesh Kaushik is what is e-shade?
The shading has been done by mechanical lifting the heel frames with either with a dobby or with a cams. And now these things are being done by electronic device. And they are quite accurate and successful. The e-shade mechanism is mainly from the Toyota, and it's very successfully running even at a very high speed.
Yeah.
So no more mechanical parts are required. Through electronic, like in knitting, we have a piezo element to activate the frames. Like same technology they have used to activate the frames as per the design.
So Mr. Kaushik has another question. Can warp lighting make geogrades? Of course, it can make geogrades.
100%. We have large population in India. The biggest customer is Tata, TechFab, and Scabs.
Yeah, and he has asked whether typically there are 6 bars, whether these special knitting machines can have 7 guide bars instead of 6.
Different applications have a multi-bar also, 54 also, 42 also, and 6-7 bar also. Depend on the application, but generally the special fabrics are being done with 6, and shoe and all they are asking now 7 bar.
Sir, what does the 7th bar does? Typically, it's 6 bar in the special knitting.
It allows to make a different hole size and increase little the variation in the spacer total, the space in the spacer.
Thank you, sir.
But real technical, I think we can provide you whenever required with the more detail on your email ID you have already shared.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Then there's a question from Mr. Harish Parekh. It's for Naveen Agarwal. What is the new thing in direct sizing machine?
Not direct sizing, direct warping and direct
sizing.
So
not direct. I think he wants about the pro size probably, not direct.
Yeah, pro size basically we were using the condensate which are coming from the drying cylinder. We generate the steam and use on the final 4 dryer cylinder so that you save 7% of steam on line. And this is patented.
Yeah. So Mr. Kaushik has some questions on spinning for Rathi. Major energy consumption, ring frame and TFO, how the energy can be saved. With 2600 spindle ring frame, only one drive or multiple drive in drafting system.
Straight. Yeah, I think it's a good. 1 second. अजी वो सीधा उधर लेना है, घूमते रह जाएंगे.
You can talk, Rathi. You can talk.
Sorry, sir. Sorry. I have to guide the driver.
No problem. I know you are in a car.
Yeah. So it's a good question. I think the number of spindle what I was mentioning is 2400 and not 2600. And I think the speed what we are talking about here 25,000 RPM or even 28,000 RPM. Fortunately now these machines are working even in India with 27 and 28,000 RPM. Now coming to a very specific question on energy consumption, yes, with certain use of very efficient bearing in the spindle design, then the spindle angle as well as efficient suction device. So all these together does contribute a lot as far as power saving is concerned. A similar thing happens in, say, for example, carding machine also, where beyond all the cylinder dopper motors are inverter motors, the suction device is much more efficient. So that those all the areas helps us to reduce the power consumption.
Mr. Harish Parekh, can you please unmute? Can you please mute yourself? Now, there's a question from Navin Agarwal from one panelist to another panelist to Mr. Rathi. Can air-jet spinning also process cotton staple fiber and up to what yarn count? And what is the new high speed of ring frame? I think he has said 28,000.
Yeah, I have said about the high speed. As far as cotton is concerned, I will have to check and revert on 100% cotton. I'll revert it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, I'll just add to one. There was one question on whether this air-jet spinning for, I think, sieving thread application. I just saw one question. So, I mean, as of now, I have not seen this, but since it's all polyester staple fiber, there should not be any problem.
Mr. Rashmi Shah, I think very interesting. He doesn't have a question. Actually, he has shared his thoughts. Very thoughtful. He says, thanks very much, Textile Association and respected speakers for bringing me from 1974 VJTI batch to 2025 at a rocket speed. Thank you, Rashmiji. Thank you, Rashmiji. I think that was the whole purpose of organizing this webinar. And he has asked another question is, how about garment manufacturing from non-woven fabric to reduce the long fabric making process?
No, I was writing answer to him because many things I am writing on the chat also. It's all like the trend will slowly get into what is applicable. Now, non-one is very well used into the medical for gowns and other applications, bags and all. The day will come when the printing technology will bring that use and throw type of garment or less use of garment. I think these things come, but to make the garment, to make the, particularly the blazer and all, the non-one being largely used inside as a material. But as a main garment, maybe slowly it will come with refined technology and some innovation from the printing and all.
See, Rashmiji, most of the fabrics, garments which you see are spun bond, cheaper material, which are, as Navinji has rightly said, use and throw kind of, and mostly used in medical services or where hygiene related issues are there.
Yeah.
There's a question from Mr. Raj Pandey. Very interesting question to Mr. Rathi. Can we make 100% polyester sewing thread on air-jet or vortex spinning machine? And if yes, how? And if not, why?
Yes, 100% polyester thread is possible. And after the yarn is prepared, we have to go for the doubling twisting machine.
Correct. Mr. Amar Patil has asked a question.
I think this in the sewing thread thing, it is typically reverse spun in the ring frame.
Right. Okay.
So that and then it is the twist direction reverses on the TFO machine. So if that may be technically that may if that is possible on.
But an interesting thing, maybe I'll recheck and confirm it to you, sir.
Yes.
Very interesting question. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Next question is from Mr. Amar Patil. We came to know LMW introduced link owner LW16 at ITMA Asia. My question is, how much is it reliable compared to existing market leaders like Murata, Ritter and Vandaville? Now, I can answer this, Rathi, you can add because I know about this. See, LMW, as all of you know, there are only 3 manufacturers of autoconers, and they are all, either Europe or Japan. One is Murata, second is Ritter, third was Savio, which is taken over by Vandaville. LMW has already developed a good autoconer. It was exhibited in last ITMA also, India ITMA. Last ITMA also, Europe also it was exhibited. And this time also it was exhibited, but it's still not commercially launched in the market. So I don't have any information about it, whether it's a good machine or not. Rathi, you can add if I missed anything. Mr. Rathi? Yeah. Anyway,
No, definitely the winding machine is sort of a robo machine, which really requires a very high level of sophistication, whether it's a software or the hardware is concerned. But I'm very happy that finally we are going to have an Indian winding machine as a substitute to the imported. Yes, I mean to get a perfect product, we may take a few months or a year or so. But I think LMW has done a lot of research on this machine, and their main emphasis on proving this machine to be working properly.
Yeah. No, everybody is looking
So
at
as an Indian, I'm proud that Indian machine finally is coming in the market very soon.
Yeah, everybody is looking forward actually.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Rashmi has another question. Garment for non-woven with possibility of suitable chemical process or coating. I think part of it was addressed because these are not
It is already used.
Yeah,
Coated garments are used in for the even for the safety equipments and all. But it is been used, no doubt.
Yeah. Mr. Harish Parekh has asked another question to both you, Naveen and Rathi. Is there any development for splicer for yarn in winding? I think this is more for Rathi. I think probably air splicer. I don't know whether Rathi got a time to really.
I'm sorry, I'm really at a odd place. I could not hear it.
He is asking about yarn splicer, but I don't know whether you got any time to get into developments of yarn splicers in winding.
I didn't really cover those yarn splicer during this presentation, but if there is a specific question, I'll reply through our TAI office.
Yeah.
I'll definitely reply.
Yeah. There's a question from Mr. Raj Pandya, another one to Mr. Rathi. You're showing fiber traceability as a last point in carding slide. What's this and how traceability can be ascertained in carding? I think except the speakers, Rishikesh, kindly make all others mute because there's disturbance coming. So you got the question, Rathi?
No, sir. Can you repeat it? Sorry.
Yeah, I think there's some sound coming at the back. You're shown fiber traceability as the last point in carding slide. What is this and how traceability can be ascertained in carding? I think this point was not for carding, if I'm not wrong. He was talking about the CAN automation, CAN transportation for traceability, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it's a CAN automation, and basically you can track even with the ring frame, whatever back processes you use, which are the machines you use, is possible to trace it. So in case there is any problem or a fault in the yarn, we can go back and see on which carding machine it was or on which simplex spindle it was. So that's the traceability.
Yeah. There's a question from Mr. Ullas Nimkar. Any updates on post-consumer waste chemical recycling? Honestly, Mr. Nimkar. Yeah.
ZLD and wastewater and
no. He's not talking of that. He's talking of instead of mechanical recycling, chemical recycling of post-consumer waste. So actually, unfortunately, I couldn't see anybody exhibiting, or I might have missed. But I have found out two mechanical recycling companies. Of course, one was Valvan and another was Margasa from Spain. And by the way, Margasa also has another company called Pico S, which also has AI-based sorting. But chemical recycling, unfortunately, I might have missed, or there must be somebody, but I have not really come across. Dr. Atle, have you seen anywhere chemical recycling of textile waste?
No, sir. Not the textile waste, but the chemical manufacturers highlighted that their chemicals are recyclable. That means the unused chemical which goes in effluent can be recovered and recycled. But it was not made clear how that recycling can be done, because normally in processing, a number of chemicals are applied together, and when they go in effluent, it's a combination. So how to segregate a particular chemical and then recycle it? So that is not yet clear.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Kaushik has another question. He has asked me details on segregation of different kind of recycled fibers. How is it done? And Mr. Ullas Nimkar has already answered and made my job very simple. He has already answered it that it is using near IR technology. So this is, by the way, this is going to be a very interesting thing because, the textile recycling, especially post-consumer, has been facing a lot of problem about sorting of the fabrics, because our fabrics are different blends, different kind of colors and all. Now, with use of AI, this will be much easier. It will much easier to sort, as I earlier said, sort out the clothings based on the colors, based on the fibers composition, based on different blends. So I think it has really cracked what I should say the major issue in textile recycling. I think Mr. Ullas Nimkar, he's there already, is very knowledgeable in this area. So Ullas, can you add to what I have said already?
Oh, no, sorry, I missed the question. Can you just tell me again?
No, actually the question was that the details on segregation of different kind of recycled fibers, how is it done? So I was talking about the IR technology. I just
Yeah.
explained about wall one. Yeah.
So this is done where garments go on a conveyor belt and you have the near infrared, which does automatic sorting into different bins. So you have cellulosic fibers, synthetic fibers, blended fibers segregated separately. Then the question of recycling from there mechanical is being currently done, as you said. The interesting thing would be whether there would be next chemical recycling of post-consumer waste. But this is how it's done currently. And the machines are pretty accurate. I had the chance of evaluating some. They are almost 95% correct today.
Thank you. Thank you. That's why I invited you, Ullas. You are more knowledgeable than any one of us here on this. I thank Mr. Ashwini Sharma and Shubhasis Sur. They have thanked me for taking pain and arranging these glimpses of ITMA. I think equally thanks to all the participants because, you have showed so much of interest. There's a question from Mr. Ashok Pal. Was there any new card model displayed, Rati? Mr. Rati? I think he is not there.
He's traveling, so
I think Trushler, I saw there was a new card model which was displayed, but I could not visit others. So maybe Mr. Rati can inform you on email or something. From Mr. Ullas Nimkar, there's a question about seamless garment making machines. Are they ready for commercial use and what are the production speeds and costs? Naveen, it's for you.
The seamless are being made by three technology. One is the circular knitting. This has been mainly made by Santoni, and large number of machines are installed in India by a few companies called basically Sangam and Arvind. Then with flat knitting, of course, we call it as a fully fashioned machine, and the speeds are low. That's why the companies are aiming to increase the speed. And third one is from the Kalmayer. That's the seamless machine being made in Japan. And those machines are also, but the combination of all three is required if somebody is really getting into seamless garment, units and all. But only with one technology cannot be survived. Of course, with the flat knitting machine, you can always try to use the coarse yarn. With warp knitting, the fine filaments, and with circular, you can use everything. That's how, but mainly filaments are being used.
Yeah. Ulashi, Santoni has supplied lots of machines in India, and Sangam has a very big installation of seamless fabric making machine. And also I think this Banswara Syntex.
Banswara Syntex, yes, you are right.
There's a question from Mr. Nirav Shah. Garments from non-woven, rather he is informing that the garments from non-woven fabric is already done by Mughal non-woven Turkey, and he's already using a shirt from them. So I don't know, Nirav, how is your experience of using a non-woven shirt?
Sir, it is fantastic. I've been using it for last 8 years.
For 8 years.
8 years.
Right? I mean, and I still have it.
And are they breathable? Are they breathable?
Yes, very much. Right. I mean, Mughal has a special hybrid technology, which they are not disclosing. But the shirt quality is very good.
Great. Thanks for updating us.
All kinds of printing is possible on that, right? I mean, they gave me almost 50-60 samples, right, of what all designs can be printed, right? So it's a matter of time. We should see that in India also.
Wonderful. Thanks.
That's really good to know.
Yeah, this is a consumer experience we are having now. There's a question from Mr. Rajiv Mohile to Dr. Atle. A low Licker ratio dyeing machine will result in unlevel dyeing and crease formation. Any development to avoid that? So before Dr. Atle, I'll just tell you, I'll just inform on this. I discussed this with ACME. They say that in a normal dyeing machine, there is possibility of crease formation or unlevel dyeing. But in case of conveyor, because normally, you have water flows which, which is used for dyeing. Here it is carried on a conveyor. So there is absolutely least chances of having any kind of a crease or unlevel dyeing. You can add, you are an expert, Dr. Atle.
Exactly. That's what information was shared by the machinery manufacturers and the technology and the concept behind developing this machine. So that was highlighted. Of course, it was in collaboration with some of the dyes and chemical manufacturers, and then they also specified which specific type of dyes and chemicals should be used during the processing, so as to ensure the with mark formation and the unlevelness, patchiness can be avoided. Now, already in our country, we have machines which are low Licker ratio, like 1:4.5 for in package and in mixed for mixed processing. So this is one step further. Licker ratio is further reduced to almost 1:2. But this is possible.
Yeah. Then I think Mr. Raj Pandya said, thanks TAI Mumbai and Mr. Aras to organize such an excellent webinar, very useful for those who couldn't attend the Singapore. Thank you very much. I think it's also a pleasure also to see that those who could not visit for any reason should not be deprived of knowing the highlights, what is happening in the world. So thank you very much. Your appreciation has really been has given us a lot of inspiration and motivation. Gaurav Shah has asked question, looking for best recycling solutions for pre and post. Need guide and consultation from expert in the group. So I think
we can try to do for spinning. That is through Balkan and Trusler together for spinning the yarn with recycled fibers.
Yeah,
We have supplied quite such unit in Panipat area for mainly for the post count.
Yeah, he has given number also.
Okay.
So Nirav has again, thanks everybody. Thank you, Nirav. He has said Orlicon BB engineering has chemical recycling, but not for post-consumer use. Actually, Nirav, the Orlicon is a totally different. It's for recycling of polyester. They are not in chemical recycling, at least according to my information. But maybe I'll have to find out more information. But of course, not for post-consumer waste.
I had an opportunity to have a discussion with them, sir, right, during the ITMA itself. And they clearly demonstrated, right, how the industrial waste, right, specifically for polyester and polypropylene is what they can recycle.
It's mainly for man-made fibers. Yeah.
And it's a chemical process, right, through which they recycle these fibers.
Yeah, but for fibers, yeah, it's not for post-consumer, as you rightly said.
Yes, it's not for post-consumer.
Yeah. Mr. Vasant Zope has asked a question. Were there any developments in texturizing?
So hardly seen there. I think the texturizing part hardly been seen there. There were players for synthetic spinning and all, but this part was not really not there. I could not see anyone coming with the texturizing solution.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Yogesh Sharma, Mr. Amar Patil and Nitin Patil, thank you very much. They have really appreciated the efforts taken by all of us in organizing this webinar. There's information from Mr. Amar Patil that also LMW displayed a new card, LC9, which is 1.28 meter card. Thank you very much for update. 1 minute. Let me see.
Sir, with your permission, can I have a question for Mr. Naveen?
Yeah, sure.
Please.
Sir, you have talked about some kind of multi-axial kind of warp knitting manufacturing in one.
Yeah,
so if you can just elaborate on that.
See, multi-axial being used for composites. Mainly the fabric with a glass fiber being used and also with a carbon, depending upon the use. So we have a prominent customers here in like Scabs, we have Arvin, PD, we have Owens Corning. These are making large investments in this field to make the fabric specialized for the application of car, windmills, aeroplanes, and maybe a structure for the solar. And that's getting quite popular in India market.
And so It's already being made in India.
Not the machines are supplied by Kalmayer, and but the
Yeah.
articles are being made in India.
There
That's
are a lot
great.
of Mr. Kaushik, because I was also handling WAP knitting with Naveen.
Yes, you know.
Yeah.
So I can tell you that multi-axial is not a new technology. It's a
Yeah.
very popular technology. When you want three-dimensional fabric with a higher
Yeah.
strength,
Yeah.
this kind of machines are used. There are lots of machines working in India. As he rightly said, Naveen has rightly said, basically for windmill applications or many of the industrial applications, this has been used. And it's a lot of machines are working in India.
So
No,
web,
triaxial, of course, came about 10, 15 years back also, but then it was not commercialized. And sir, I understand you are on the FTA now, no?
Yes, sir.
So first of all, congratulations. And at some point of time, I'll request you and Mr. Naveen for a lecture on TAI Delhi platform, because I'm
Sure.
looking after technical textile lecture series there here.
Sure, sure.
anything other than TAI Mumbai chargeable.
We
Pardon,
are,
sir?
no, anyway, we are all from one family, so anytime.
No issue, no issue.
Yeah,
We
and
send you anytime.
one last request
You're welcome, Mr. Kaushik.
is
Our
about
team is
the
available.
yes, sir. One last request, sir. Will it be available on your website?
Yeah, everything is
Yeah.
available on this presentation will be made available.
Yeah, it's
No
recorded. It's
issue,
being
TAI
recorded.
will make.
Yeah,
Okay.
TAI will present it on there.
And then this textile is going on in Mumbai, I think, as we are talking.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
We can have a similar activity sometime 10, 15 days from now.
Actually, we have done for Bharat Techs, where we had more than 200 participants in that webinar. It was very popular. Then we realized that, many people miss visiting this exhibition for some reason or the other. So somehow we should help them to understand what's happening in the outside world. So I think this is second seminar now. So we are very happy with the response. Again, thanks to Mr. Surendra Kumar and Mr. Gharat, particularly for thanking us to organize this seminar, and they're very happy with this quality of seminar. Thank you so much. Then I think most of the questions are finished now. So,
sir, this is like we become a Sanjay for the rest of the people who are not visited it.
no, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And there are 4 Sanjays, so don't worry.
For Sanjay.
So once again, I immensely thanks Textile Association of Mumbai for giving us a platform to cover all the highlights of whatever was possible. It's not a complete highlight, but whatever was possible with our 8 eyes, we have tried to express to you. Thankful again to apart from Textile Association of India Mumbai unit, especially Mr. Rishikesh Tagbhate. He is the technical man behind this successful organization of this webinar. He has handled the technical side. Thank you, Rishikesh. Thanks a lot. And last but not the least, thank you very much to all the participants, because without your response, without your active participation, this would not have been a successful webinar. So thank you once again to all of you, and wish all of you.
Just a few words before we end from the Textile Association.
Sure, of course.
Yeah, after you finish, please.
No, as a president now, anyway, I was going to invite you to say the last. Our job is done.
Thank you again, Dr. Aras, for taking this initiative and this wonderful presentation by yourself, Naveen ji, Lakshmikant Rathi ji, and Dr. Athalle. This has been very, very happy. It's like, us visiting the ITMA exhibition free of cost, absolutely, and learning about what all is going on over there. So thank you again. The entire team of TAI Mumbai unit joins me in conveying sincere thanks to all the speakers for making it convenient to be with us. I'm sure that the in-depth knowledge and experience of all the speakers will be beneficial to all of you. I am glad to inform you that the TAI Mumbai unit is organizing an international conference on Friday, 30th January 2028 at Hotel The Lalit, Mumbai. The theme for the conference is Textiles 2030, Navigating Geopolitics, Technology Innovations, and Global Expectations. I hereby request all of you to keep yourself free on 30th January 2026 and attend this important conference. I request all of you to register for the conference. I congratulate the convener, Mr. Harish Parikh, for his efforts in organizing this webinar effectively and efficiently. I request all the participants, this was for the beginning. So thank you again. And last but not least, thank you, Rushikesh, for managing the back office and managing this webinar so efficiently. So thank you again, Dr. Aras, all the speakers, and especially all the participants and all the guests for being there. We couldn't have done this without you. So thank you again and good night.
Thank you.